We don't have to reinvent the wheel when we think about how to support our constituents.
The film and television industries have long been LA's defining economic and cultural engines, but over the last several years, physical production across the region has faced some pretty serious challenges. Now, since 2020, production in the LA area has declined by more than 30%. Between the global pandemic, devastating wildfires, historic industry strikes, and increasing competition from other states and countries, thousands of industry professionals have definitely felt the impact. Not only those working directly in film and television, but also many of the businesses and workers who depend on production activity to make a living.
In all sorts of things.
Recently, a diverse group of filmmakers, advocates, community leaders, and elected officials came together at the Emerson College Los Angeles Center to continue an important conversation about the future of the industry here in Los Angeles. The goal was to discuss not only how to keep film and television jobs in Southern California, but also the unique challenges faced by independent Black, Latino, Indigenous, and other filmmakers of color as they work to build sustainable careers in the industry. Representatives from organizations including the NAACP, NHMC, NALIP, CAPE, Latino Filmmakers Network, Chicano Hollywood, and Film Representation were all present, bringing their perspectives and experiences to the table. But most importantly, they got to hear from various members of the filmmaking community itself, the challenges that they face, and the ideas they have in response, all to help city leaders explore ways to strengthen the local production ecosystem and create more opportunities for underrepresented voices. Now, following the focus group, I had an opportunity to speak with CD6 LA City Councilwoman Imelda Padilla about how she felt the conversation went, what stood out to her, and where she hopes these discussions can lead as efforts continue to keep Hollywood at home and to support the future of film and television production here in LA.
One of the things that I appreciated about today's meeting was the specificity of this unique population of independent filmmakers. I really much appreciated that they were to the message and very specific about what can be done on behalf of the city and government leaders to support them. I also appreciated how they talked about the reciprocal economic consequences in investing in them, because that's exactly what leaders like myself want to hear, right? So this interest in figuring out how the way our local government can act like governments all over the world that actually have an interest in investing in film as a form of investing in workforce development and just general, investment in jobs and investment in its people was very refreshing for me, and it very much helped me think outside the box on what I could potentially do in my role as a council member, as well as conversations that I could have with my colleagues at the county, state, and federal.
You're giving jobs to people that live in the region.
We don't have to reinvent the wheel when we think about how to support our constituents. And to me, this is how do we think outside the box of figuring out how to support our independent filmmakers because they're technically our constituents. So with existing models, existing art dollars, existing workforce development dollars, existing organizations that are doing the work, I think the conversation next is how do we help them find funds to keep doing their work that does trickle back into the region.
When you start things bottom up, they become more long-term sustainable.
The main thing that I want to say is that this is exactly what I think our city needed both 2015, 10, and 5 years ago, is groups coming together and sharing their experiences with each other and then elevating them to government level, because for a long time that just wasn't happening. So I'm excited for what's happening now.
Reporting for Chicano Hollywood, I'm Edgar Ibarra.